Gentlemen, welcome to the Fast Family Racing League Cup Series for the Daytona 500. These guys will be driving around for 250 miles or about 100 laps tonight, so it's going to be a long one, and thank you all for tuning in. And
And then starting row 2, we have Nilla MG and Alec Boudoin in P4. Then starting the 4th row is the Magic Loaf and Big Belly Brand 47. Starting in row 6, we have Austin Khan 42 and A Nismo 350Z. Boots will start in. He'll start row 7.
Okay, so starting next is Boots to S is 80 and Cobra Jet 51.
Starting in row 8, we have Ford Tough 82 and Sticky Man 1234.
Next we got Merkel Iceman 03 and Tev 88 Crutchy.
And that will round out your starting lineup for the 2020-2021 Fast Family Racing League Daytona 500. Back to you, Bob.
Back to you, Kevin.
well, like I said, boys, interesting lineup we're starting today, but it is going to be the first race of the season, so it's going to be a very exciting race. And, boys, I don't think anybody in the audience has seen them out on the track since near the beginning of the summer series.
That is absolutely correct, Walmart Ricky. They have not been on the track since, I believe, Canadian Tire of Mid-Ohio, sorry, excuse me, of the Summer League. We had some problems there, and they just couldn't continue, so it'll be nice to see what these guys can do tonight.
Definitely. And do you have any thoughts or words puzzled for the audience?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. The Cup Series drivers needed a little bit of time off from the fall series of 2019 to 2020, and especially some time to get used to NASCAR Heat 5, especially to get this Cup Series season rolling underway. But we definitely had an entertaining Xfinity Series and Truck Series, Summer Series over from May into August. We definitely saw some brand new young talent surface from both of these two series, so I definitely think this Cup Series lineup is probably one of the best that we've had yet, and I think that we're going to see some really good racing today.
I could not agree more, Puzzled. Talking about this lineup, most of these guys that are in the lineup tonight, Puzzled and Walmart Ricky, are guys from the Truck and Xfinity Series in the Summer League. So we'll have to see what these guys can do tonight in the Cup level.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And not to mention, both champions from both series will be in this starting lineup. T-Glass, our Truck Series champion from last season, and Extreme Shocks, our National Series champion from last season, are both starting in this field. And our National Series champion is starting off strong with a pole tonight.
Yeah, exactly. With Extreme Shock starting on the pole, he was definitely very fast during the Xfinity Series, winning his first championship, I believe, in Fast Family. He showed a ton of speed, and I think he's going to be a very fast driver today for the Daytona 500. And I don't know, I think he's got a shot to win, but I'm looking at some other people like A Nismo and Austin Khan, who he also faced in the Xfinity Series. He gave them a fight for their money. So I'd say that there are also other people to watch out for in today's race.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in Austin Icon, I know these ending of these races at Daytona, they can lay down to fuel mileage. And we know, we've seen it last year, Austin Icon is amazing at saving fuel. One of the best out there at saving fuel, I would say. So, we are definitely going to see some interesting racing tonight.
My keys
Exactly.
to the race tonight, guys, and you guys can come up with your own keys to the race, but here are my three major keys to the race tonight. Number one, be patient. Number two, fuel mileage. And number three, of course, avoid that big one.
Exactly, as we saw multiple big ones. Well, actually, we saw one big one late in the Truck Series race, just before 5 laps to go. So, and that changed up the order completely. It almost gave What Racing the win after Expert and I uh, got with each other and made that move for the win. But definitely the big one is going to be one to watch out for, and especially with Cup guys, you're going to have a lot more drivers, a lot more experience, and I think a lot more aggression, especially coming into the last couple of laps.
I couldn't agree more. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be getting back with you all shortly as they are currently getting the field ready to go, getting the cars out of the garages, and right now getting the field lined up. So we will be back with you momentarily. All right, I am sorry about that. I did not notice I was talking. My mic or communications was off. So I see we have some people in the chat right now. I want to know who's y'all's early picks to win. And co-commentators here with me, y'all can jump in if y'all want to. But who's y'all's early picks for this race?
So, I'm looking back over the duels, but we have other people like Big Belly Brand, Mr. Slide Job, 88, Merkel Iceman, Libert. They are all in this lineup. So for me, it is kind of hard to tell who's going to win this race because we have a stacked lineup for this Daytona 500. And to be completely honest, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what's going to unfold in this race. It might be chaos. It might be some clean single file racing, but exciting single file racing. So, all in all, I'm excited, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I tend to, be excited too for this race. As for driver picks tonight, I gotta go, as much as I would like to go with one of the drivers that are on my team, I have to go with Extreme Shocks. He won the pole. He's been a really good racer in the Xfinity series. I feel like he has enough experience to know what to do and what not to do tonight. So I got to go with Extreme Shocks to be your winner here for the Daytona 250.
So, looking into the chat, we got some interesting picks. We got some interesting picks for tonight's race. We got people picking Libert, got some with Icon, and we also got people picking our truck champion, T-Glass. So we've definitely got quite a few picks out there on the field tonight.
I gotta say, those are some really good picks too. I mean, let's be honest here. Anybody can win a super speedway track. You just gotta be at the right moment and at the right time.
Oh, always. I know. We can talk yesterday. Puzzle, you were at the field for a long time last night, and then it just didn't work out to where you would win. And I know we had people like I was even up at the front last night, and it ended up bad. So super speedway is just highly unpredictable. But we're getting ready to go green here. As they are going green, we are getting in the lobby or in the booth, and yeah, time for a good race.
Well, I think last night with me, I think I mainly wanted to make sure my teammate win the race because he's been waiting for it for a long time, and I know I've been wanting to win an oval, but the main thing that I wanted to see was I wanted to see my teammate win. So I knew I'd get plenty of wins and I know I'm gonna get a couple of wins.
As they are coming to the green flag. Green flag is out. Ooh, car already through the grass. Looks like Extreme Shots taking an early lead. And I'm sorry, people at home, seeing seems to be a visual problem right now with the tires. I'm sorry for that. Don't know what to do about that, but it seems like we are having a little bit of a visual glitch going on here tonight. Big wreck in the back.
This just in. We're gonna back out of the lobby as Alec Boudoin has disconnected, so they are going to restart the lobby.
Alrighty, well.
And so,
yeah, that was very interesting. That was weird visual glitch going on, and I will be right back.
Wow, yeah, very unfortunate start to this one, Puzzled. I'm kind of a little bit confused on why they didn't restart the Truck Series race like they did tonight with that one lag out at the beginning.
to be honest, I really don't know, but
I
All I
think
know
rules
is
are
that
is if it's a network server issue for NASCAR, if it's NASCAR's fault, they will give restart. But if it's a person fault, then it will not restart. So if it's your internet's fault, then they won't restart. But if it's a server issue with NASCAR, they will give one restart.
Very interesting.
Y'all hear me? Alright.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Drop my mic.
that is okay. Well, very interesting to the start to the 2020 to 2021 Daytona 500, and a very, very weird start to the 2020-2021 fall season for the Fast Family Racing League. But I still have high hopes. I think that with a very weird start comes an amazing finish, and I think we're going to see that by the end today.
Oh,
So,
I think they're just getting us a little bit of some excitement built up in us for this race.
they're building up anticipation. I like it.
Yep. You like to see it. The longer you anticipate it, and the more excited people get.
The one thing that I want to talk about tonight, and you know, it's a crucial role at super speedway tracks. We all know it. Puzzled in Walmart Ricky, you know, that double yellow line rule. Walmart Ricky, can you explain to the fans at home what that rule is?
So, what the double yellow line rule is if a car goes underneath the line to advance their position, they will receive a penalty. But if they get forced below the yellow line, then the person that did force them below the yellow line will be receiving a penalty instead. It will usually be either a pass through or a to the rear, depending on what's happening. If it's at the end of the race and they pushed it at the final lap or so, they will be getting a rear to the field. It will go to the rear of the field scoring. But if it's during race, like let's say middle of the race, I think it would either be a pass through, if I'm not mistaken. Puzzled if you feel like correcting me, if you know, maybe.
Um, Basically what you said was correct, except for you left out the fact that if you're avoiding a wreck and you advance your position below the double yellow, there should be no penalty given since you are avoiding a collision, avoiding a caution. So, yes, I think that's the only really thing you left out, but other than that, pretty good explanation of the double yellow line rule. And we did actually see a little bit of that in the Truck Series race yesterday, with Expert and KR getting into it. And Expert almost got a penalty for it, but race control ended up rescinding that penalty, and Expert got to keep his place, and he eventually go on and win the race. So it's just that double yellow line can be a stickler in these super speedway races.
Yeah, it definitely is it's one of those rules where, you know, you don't think much about it, you know, at super speedways, but then at the same time, it's like when one of your favorite drivers, it could be real life or, you know, like games like these, it's like, what? They got a penalty for that? Like, I don't even remember that rule, you know, because sometimes it's oblivious.
And especially with the fact that it's only applicable to super speedway races, which we only have for a year. So it's very easy to forget that rule and forget what it's all about. But people are usually focused. Like, people usually remember that rule when we go to these super speedway races. It's almost like they study the rule book.
Yeah, I think the only track that gets closest to that rule, I believe, is at Phoenix. I think you can't go below the yellow or go into the dog leg on the restarts, I think.
Yes, the restarts, you can't go below the dog leg or the double yellow. But other than that, the yellow line's fair game, except on the restarts. So at ISM, we're going to see that hopefully later this season, I think. Let me check the schedule. Check the schedule here for the Cup Series. And yes, on November 2nd, we go to Phoenix, and we'll get to see a little bit of that rule play into restarts and whatnot.
So, for those at home interested in actually what tracks we go to, if you don't know, we actually, on our schedule, will go to every track at once. There will be no of the going visiting a track 2 times. Whenever I last look, we will be visiting every track once. So, that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, Walmart Ricky, I believe all 3 series, just about, if not every week, just about every week, they'll all be going to the same track, I believe, is the way we worked it out.
Oh yeah, everyone will be going to the same track. Don't remember how it's going to work for Eldora though, when the trucks go there, but for the most part, it's the same exact schedule for every series.
Yeah.
Alright, if y'all, boys, I will be right back as we are, get this race started. I need to be able to hear for race control, so I will be back as soon as this race gets started.
Alrighty, as he steps away, currently we are under a rain delay at Daytona. A brief shower is coming through, but as soon as they clean up the track and those beautiful jet dryers dries the track out puzzled, we will definitely be able to see some good racing tonight.
Alrighty, everyone, we are back for the start of the Daytona 500. Looks like those showers passed through, and we will be getting this race underway. I hope all of you at home are ready for a very exciting race, because I know us up here in the booth, we are really excited to get this race underway.
Man, I tell you what, Walmart Ricky, those pesky rain showers are a bummer, but like you said, I think it's cleared, huh?
Yeah, I think it's cleared so far. They got the track dried really quick, and seems like one of our commentators might actually not be joining us right yet, as it seems the COVID capacity has been hit. But as they're coming here to the green, Extreme Shocks will be in the lead. Right on his outside, looks like the car second place will fall in quickly behind him, as it looks like they're trying to get a single file, but they're still double wide. Most cars will be dropping to the bottom though. Coming into the first turn, Extreme Shocks at the lead. Extreme Shocks continuing to lead this race as they are turning into a train. Oh, we got 2 cars off the track. Takes being followed by number 10 of Zachary 707. And a Magical Loaf in third. Again, sorry for the visuals, guys. Problem with the game, but and commentators, were you able to get in? Were either of y'all able to get in?
That's a negative, Walmart Ricky. It says that the lobby is full, so whoever set up the lobby, I think, didn't set it up correctly.
Well, as soon as we're able to, I will get you guys in here. I'm sorry about that, but they're not restarting again, so as soon as maybe there's a spot open, I'll try to get y'all in here. But so far, we got some pretty average racing you see at Daytona. Single file, for the most part. We got some cars up and down the track, but for the most part, single file up front. Looks like the number 10 of Zachary will be getting really loose. It looks like he'll be loose in the middle of the corner. A little wobbly. Well, it looks like Extreme Shocks might fall out of line here. Zachary to go to the lead, but he looks like he might have collected some people on the outside, but I don't think they'll have the power to stay up front for very long. Looks like they're mostly staying single filed behind them. Very crazy racing. As I can just see by the outside line, yay, if you fall out of line, you are destined to fall back. If you want to view my stream on Twitch, it might be able to help a little bit. Pretty quiet so far on the track. Mostly all single file. Nobody's really falling out of line. Oh, and a car looks like he gets sent out of the train, and looks like he will be falling back. Bummer to see. See here, leading the field seems to be 4 Fords, and then a Chevy behind them. So Ford's really dominating here right now at Daytona. As we keep sending invites so y'all are able to join. So Arkham, I know you're unable to see the race right now as you're not in the booth yet, but are you surprised of them going single file already, or did you expect them to maybe race it out a little bit? Alrighty, and might have had a car issue or something, but yeah. But again, did you expect them to just fall out and just go single file this quickly, or did you expect maybe a little racing? Yeah, I know. I don't know the exact fuel mileage on these cars, but I feel like with how long they have to go in the first stage, a pit stop will need to eventually happen. As it looks like got a line forming up on the top, about 4 cars back. Looks like some of those cars can't decide if they want to go with that top pack or not. Looks like they might be actually falling back into line. I'll let you take it away from here, Arkham. Number 10 of Zachary. Oh, looks like a car up in the wall. As I'll be listening in real closely right now. So it looks like a car got shoved up into the wall. Alright, and they bring out a caution. First caution of the night. Looks like back there from what I saw, a car got sent into the wall, causing looks like a spin from what I could tell, but 2 cars were involved, so that will bring out the caution.
Sorry about that, fans at home. Apparently my audio was not connected, but I am here now. So don't worry about that, Slushy. I see you on the stream chat.
We got early caution. Pits are open this time, and as I see back there in the field, looks like a car is trying to catch up. I think he's probably happy this caution came out. You know, you lose that pack, the only place you're going if you lose a pack is back. You just lose so much speed, not being in a draft or being the leader. So much speed just gets lost. It's insane. But do you have any comments so far? I know you were just able to get in here, but do you have any comments so far?
Well, it's definitely starting off as a wild one. A caution early, you know. I'm kind of a little bit questioning on what caused that caution. And it'll be interesting to see how these guys do pit strategy now.
Yeah, definitely. And the cause of the caution looked to be a car went up into the wall and it came back down and maybe took somebody out with him. But it looks like the entire field will be going down pit road. Oh, and it looks like we have a car out early. The number 95 of Alec, sadly, not finishing this race as he is out. Let's see if we can get a camera on him. Yeah, his car's parked. Looks like he might have had an engine failure or an electronic issue, but sad day to see. You know, you never really want to miss your first race. I know you probably don't want me to bring it up, but you know, missed it yesterday. Can you describe that feeling of being kicked out of the race? It was so early.
Yeah, not even completing a lap. It really does mess with your emotions. You know, you're hyped all day to, you know, race at a great track like Daytona, and when your car doesn't work, well, that is definitely something that you do not wish for.
Yeah, I'm sorry for not responding there. I was getting a lap check, but when they go green, it'll be 11 of 33 in this first stage. So, but we know it hurts to get kicked out of the race early. I know I've had it before last season, but they're coming around. They'll be taking the green this time. We'll be going on lap 11 with 22 to go, or 23 to go. Looks like leader. Oh, and they might actually be taking another lap as 2 cars go around.
Not quite sure what happened there. It looked like 2 drivers just wasn't paying attention, and they ran into each other and spun each other out.
Well, let's see what happens here. Are they going to call another? Let's see here. Will they be taking it green, or will there be another caution lap?
It looks like they're not gonna go green.
Nope,
I think
they
they're
are doing another caution lap. You know, we were talking about our picks. I want to mention who's up there. Some of our competitors early up there. Our Truck Series champion right now in third, starting third in first race in the Cup Series after making a huge jump to Cup Series. Some other competitors we see. Some strong ones up there, and for those of y'all wondering, you might notice, hey, all the Chevys seem to be, or a lot of cars out there have pink on them. Well, this month, if you didn't know, it is breast cancer awareness, so the guys over at MSJ Motorsports team, they decided, hey, let's make our cars, put a little pink in our cars. We see some other guys not part of the team that did that, but looks like the team of MSJ Motorsports all came together and was like, hey, let's add some pink to our car. So looks like all the Chevys out there are rocking some pink in breast cancer awareness.
Hey, who said pink was only for girls, right? You know, pink obviously is a good cause for breast cancer awareness, as you said. You know, we need all the relief that we can get right now in this year of 2020. I'm looking over at our chat, Walmart Ricky, and one guy says, way to go, Heat 5 LOL. I think he's mentioning the tire visuals.
Yeah, I don't think this was happening last night. I could be wrong, but probably with the new update release, there's always some bugs destined to be discovered. So we'll be working through this to still provide you a good show. And as they come to the green line, the number 10 car will get an early launch to the lead. Looks like that outside line was unable to get it going early in that run, and they will be falling. Looks like 44 was actually able to stay up there in the top 5. As we have the number 51 pushing the number 10 of Zachary.
Now remember, a lot of these drivers, they're on teams. This year is the new thing that we added to the Fast Family, as one guy gets loose.
Maybe an incident. Oh no, but there is one of the...
Oh, like big one, big one.
Big one. Let's see here if I can fall back to some of those cars back there. Oh, looks like the number 88 of Mr. Slide Job got caught up in the grass.
As we had a photo finish come to the line for the caution.
Oh boy. And you think got it? I'm thinking, looks like it might have been T-Glass that had the lead there. Or no, Zachary actually had the lead there coming to the line.
Wow.
And seeing how this has started out with that outside line, if I feel bad for whoever's in second because they will fall back. We've seen it so far. This outside line's not been really working. So
yeah, the outside line, it just seems to not work at super speedway tracks. I don't know if that's just the way the game is. I don't know if that's just, you know, how real life it is. But it's definitely unfortunate that we can't get the double wide racing that we're used to.
yeah, definitely. I agree more than that, but with some of these guys, I feel like some of these guys, they're happy for these cautions to get to come in, make adjustments on their cars. Because we know there's major adjustments people will make at this track. So I expect all of them to come down pit road. I don't think many of them got all their adjustments in. So I expect all of them to come down pit road this time. And with that, do you think, because of that caution, do you think they'll have enough fuel to make it to the end of this race?
Oh, I'm sure they'll have enough fuel to make it. Well, maybe not to the end of the race.
Or not right into the race, but into the stage.
Yeah, end of the stage. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I think definitely they'll have enough fuel to make it to the end of the stage.
Looks like, actually, speaking of fuel, looks like some of them took fuel only. I don't think they took tires. It looks like 4 of the cars only went in for fuel. That might actually be that team. I think this is one. I think these 4 up here are all teammates. Now that I think about it, let me actually get a check on that. Or, yeah.
Definitely. T-Glass and Zachary is definitely teammates. I believe the 44 is teammates. Looking at the sponsors, I think everybody but maybe that Hooters car.
Maybe as we get, let me go check real quick. As it looks like, if I can find out, can I get a number check on that 40 car? Let me see if I can find him real quick.
It's the 44, I believe.
Or the, I'm sorry, that 9 car out there. Let me see here. That's actually Libert, who is not on their team. Yeah, that is Libert out there. So you got 3 teammates up there in the front. And I bet they're going to be working together for this race. Or I know they
Oh
are.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But that's going to be interesting to see. You know, Walmart Ricky coming towards the end of this race. Again, I don't want to get too far ahead, but will that team fight each other for the win, or will they actually work together to get the win as a team?
Looks like they'll be coming to the green this time. Another amazing run by Zachary on that restart. He'll be jumping far ahead.
But that's actually not a good thing, because now these guys are really going to catch up on the back of Zachary. But good thing he has a teammate as the 9 gets a little loose.
Yeah, I actually think it might have been a really good thing. You know, it gives T-Lass some time to fall in down there. So, you know, you got 3 teammates on the bottom, and you got, looks like Ford being pushed by a Chevy being pushed by a Toyota. So, you know, you got teammates, and then you got non-teammates. So it looks like the non-teammates will actually be making it to the lead. As now it looks like Libert will be your leader.
Wow, what an aggressive move by those 3 cars in front of the 10. It looked like they actually did make that outside lane work, Walmart Ricky.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, you don't see that much on this restart, but you know, these guys got it together, saw something possible, and they made it possible. And they are now in the lead. So it looks like they're all single file. Looks like we got some cars already falling off pace.
Looking at your chat, Walmart Ricky, we got a Libert fan. He says, "Let's go Libert."
Hey, we love to see fans up here, down here, or up here in our chat. You know, it's always good to interact with fans, and we hope to keep doing it for all of y'all. So it looks like they're doing some side-by-side racing up here at the front. It's actually not really much racing with that outside line getting that push. Looks like they might have fallen out of line, but they were able to get back up in the line. Oh, looks like we get a car that shot up a little bit. Oh, looks like we got some intense racing from these camera angles as we get up on our leaders here. Let me see if I can get over there real quick. Extreme Shock's your leader with the number 25 behind him. The number 25 of Austin Icon. 2 people we did mention in our pre-race that are really good. Both actually raced the National Series last year, and they are leading this field by a bunch. Looks like they might be pulling away from the field. What do you think that's from, Arkham?
I think it's from increasing bump drafting, or not even bump drafting, they're just drafting. But that could be a small problem if these guys get hooked up here and they can get past. Like the 10 is helping Libert here. They can get up there, they could quite possibly catch them in a hurry.
Yeah, and I think it's just also they're really working well together. I'm looking back there at that pack every once in a while. They just can't seem to get it organized up there or back there. It seems like these guys just keep driving away, but that actually might not be a good thing for fuel wise. We know Austin's really good at saving, but with only 2 cars up here by themselves, they might be hard to save fuel if they even do need to save fuel for the end of this stage.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like they're being a little bit aggressive here, but if these guys can get formed up, they can, no doubt, as we get a couple of cars going below the yellow there, but nobody advanced their position.
As we go back here to check in on them, looks like the leader of this pack is the 40 car, if we can get the camera right. Looks like led by a Nismo 350Z. Leader of that head pack. Looks like we got some people on the outside, some people on the inside. I tell you what, if they just don't get formed up, those guys on the outside need to be okay. We can't pass these guys. We need to get all piled up to catch these leaders for the end of the stage.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's kind of amazing how these group of cars that you got, like, what? Maybe more than 10 cars.
Man, we got a car on the wall. Looks like Nismo got pushed out of his spot up here in the front. Looks like the one will be taking his spot. The one of, give me one moment and I'll let you know who that is. The one of the Dab King gonna be coming in this field. So let's go swimming through the grass, through the bus stop. Oh, he comes back from field. Did he collect anyone though is the question. I think he just got, let's see if we can find out who that was actually.
Not sure who it was, but apparently they got misinformed what track it was. This isn't the Daytona road course, Walmart Ricky.
Yeah, I think it was actually the number 5 of Boots to Astis that got on that wall. Looks like he has some front damage, and no, I don't mean his tires coming out, but no, I mean some actual front fender damage. But yeah, it's a horrible day to start. I know you get front damage, you damage that engine, your day is basically done. You can't draft anything. I know that from experience. Last night had an issue, 10 mph slower than the entire field, and so with no draft buddies or no push buddies, it could be a bad day for him. Let's see if we can get back to your leaders here. Not leaders, but the leaders of this pack right now. Dad King currently leading. I think they might have maybe made up a little ground on them. Looks like the 40 car and the 1 car might be trying to push away from this big pack behind them that's actually double file racing.
Yeah, the one problem with this track, or not track, sorry. One problem with the group behind your top 2 drivers, is the fact that they're not staying organized, Walmart Ricky, and you have to stay organized in order to go somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. You could have a 5-car lead pack, but if they're not organized, they can easily get caught by a 3-car organized group.
Oh, problems for the top 2. They separated. Something's wrong.
See if here we can get back on this too. Maybe just got a little bit of loose coming out of the corner, but
it looked like a lag issue.
It could be a lag issue. You know, these connections aren't always the greatest here, but you know, looks like they won't be falling. Looks like Austin won't be falling off too much, as it looks like he does have some front damage. Oh, looks
He's
like
actually
making a pass on the 8 car. Back to you, Arkham.
As I don't know how many laps they have, but we got a new leader, 25 of Austin Icon, 42.
Yeah, and we do, and I'm betting it's coming down to the end of their stage. So I think we're getting close to the end of the stage.
Look how much that backpack has picked up to them.
Holy cow, they've gained so much ground after that incident. Looks like the 40 tried going up with the 1, but might have had too much speed and got under him, but I think that 1 tried carrying the momentum out to maybe try to pass these guys, but they were not able to. They get under extreme shocks. Will they have enough speed to maybe get past Austin? As Austin takes a high line, looks like he's probably going to try to help extreme shocks here.
Wow, this is absolutely incredible racing, Walmart Ricky. How the heck did they get up there that fast?
I think just not having much draft help of a push or anything really made these guys catch up. It's like I said, you have a well-uniformed line, or even a decent one, you can catch up. And also with that many more cars, I think it just even helped them. So it looks like we might have another 2-car draft starting up here. These 2 cars working really well together, of the number 1 and the number 40. And actually, the two fronts are actually teammates. Two teammate Fords of the 40 and the number 1. So definitely some interesting racing going on early in this race.
Man, I'll tell you what, we were in for some great racing, but this is absolutely incredible, Walmart Ricky. And you can only find it here at Fast Family Racing with Cup Series.
Oh, definitely. And one car I want to mention, the 88, involved in an incident on that last caution. Looks like he's up here in 4th. To the line, Austin, still your leader. And crazy how he actually managed to get back to that lead. Oh, 3 wide, almost 3 wide, coming into the turn. Looks like they might be making it 3 wide back there on the back stretch. Actually, I correct myself, they would not be doing that. Looks like getting more single file now coming to the end of the stage. Definitely a long one. I'll be right back with the lap check. As we wait on a lap check from them, some things I want to talk about. Do you think they're going to stay single file to the rest of the stage? Do you think it's going to get more intense to the end of the stage for the stage points? It looks like cars coming down pit road. Oh, might have had a car speed. That 6 car came in really hot.
And that's the 6 car of... But guess who stayed out? Zachary and T-Glass. It looks like it.
Sorry, I was trying to get a lap check there as we see if we can catch back up with them. As we go through this big field. Oh, actually, a car in the wall. Libert just riding the wall. Looks like something might have happened to the number 9 of Libert. I think we just got a lap time of 3 to go at the end of the stage. I don't know what happened with Libert, but it looks like he had an incident. Looks like 2 Glass might remain your leader. Will be your leader. As I can't tell if the 5 is a lap down or not, but he's coming up to the back of the field. T-Glass, I think, still your leader.
Man, I tell you what, it was a little bit scary for our leader there, the 5. I don't know what he was doing. He was swaying back.
Huh. They look to be going a little bit slower than you than. I don't know if it's saving or what, but it seems like T-Glass seems to be going a little slow, by the way.
I think he is saving. He's only using half throttle.
Yeah. As I think he will still be your leader for now. He's probably barely under his limit to be able to make it. Yeah, watching here, he's really slow.
Oh, is his engine stuttering?
I can't tell, but I'm pretty sure pits are closed now. As I think he's actually probably, he's probably gaining a massive lead after all those cars pit. He's probably just taking it slow for now as they come to the end of that stage. And it looks like that will be the stage end.
Oh, it was.
That was.
Wow.
I think T-Glass was your stage winner, everyone. So Truck Series champion from the Summer Series coming in strong, winning stage 1.
That's incredible.
Yeah, we've seen it. Oh, sounds like we got a pass through from the number 9 car of Libert, pitting under 2 to go. So he will be receiving a pass through penalty. Just got word. Sad day for Libert. But good day as looks like the 2 teammates finished 1-2 of give me a moment of Premium Montez Premium Montez Racing, finishing 1-2 in that stage.
And not to be biased here, but that's my team.
There you go. Have a strong Cup and coming to the green. Looks like the leader will be. Let's see who that is actually up there. Number 32.
It is Sticky Man and T-Glass.
So Sticky Man and T-Glass starting to lead this field. T-Glass falling down really soon. As you can take it away, Arkham, from here.
Yeah, T-Glass fell down into that second place position, trying to hang on to the draft of Sticky Man as he's getting a big run here.
And
running
looks
on
like
board.
back there, looks like we had a few cars get into the wall actually. Sorry to interrupt, but we had a few cars get in the wall. Looks like they might be getting a little separated back there.
Man, I tell you what, we haven't really mentioned it a lot, but I bet you these guys are super happy that they're not actually running a full race.
Oh yeah, I've raced a full race in these Cup cars before on my own time, and I tell you what, after you get about halfway through, after you get done with stage 2, you're like, we only finished stage 2, so yeah, these guys definitely happy as this race is only about the same is actually exactly the same lap lengths as the truck race from yesterday. And also, you are breathing my kind of heavily right now. But yeah, only the same length as the truck race from yesterday, so it's going to be a little shorter time length since these cars are faster, but that hasn't stopped us from seeing intense racing.
And maybe that's actually causing intense racing, knowing that this race will be quicker than the truck race.
I would say so. You're out here and you're just got to be fat, or yeah, you're just trying to lead as many laps as possible. I'm trying to think of what to say there as received an invite for something and it froze me up, but yeah, you just want to be up near the front this entire race, as it will be a little shorter than the truck race.
Speaking of the truck race, you had the opportunity to finish the whole race as we got a car in the grass again.
A little bit of lag.
So what do you think is the main difference from racing in the trucks and going to the Cup Series?
Definitely the speed. These cars here only will get up to maybe around 200 by themselves, maybe a 180, but those trucks, I tell you, they'll get up to maybe only about 190. So speed is definitely a thing, and also how the trucks work. These Cup cars are way looser than the trucks. Trucks are very tightly built, very tightly driven. So they are a bit tighter to drive. So that you won't see them as making many as crazy maneuvers as these because of how tight they are. I know at some points yesterday I was like having to almost fully turn my wheel at some points to even get it some places. So definitely I would say how the trucks drive handling wise and the speed.
Well, talking about how these cars are different from the truck series, Walmart Ricky, why don't we give these fans at home a Fast Family Racing League version of Crank It Up?
Yes, sir. I'm going to ride on board with our leader, Sticky Man, right now. We're going to go... See here, let's actually go on roof camera as we give him a Crank It Up.
Man, I tell you what, that is an experience and a half to watch. As we come back here in Walmart Ricky, it looked like the 32 car put a block on T-Glass, and T-Glass kind of repaid the favor.
Oh yeah, I know. I was watching it. Looks like it didn't work out well for that 32 car. He's falling back to it, I believe, about 5th or 6th in the field. And that just shows you how if you don't have anyone with you on that outside line, you will drop like a rock off a building. As right now we're watching your leaders right here. Looks like all 3 of them actually teammates right now. Looks like they're trying to do a 3-car tandem right now up here at the front, trying to get away from this field behind them. And it looks like it's kind of working. Actually, it could be wrong, and cars will start catching up with them. Looks like they got well organized this time. They were like, hey, we need to get organized unlike last time or else we might never catch them. As it looks like the number 51 goes into the wall high. Oh, we get 2 wide racing, 3 wide, car below the line. Oh, and he spins! Many cars around. Caution at the line. Oh boy, I tell you what, I could see that coming as some of them were 3 wide over there. Cause of the incident looks like there might have been a, looks like Sticky Man got underneath the, double yellow line trying to get back up on the track and spun. But definitely not a sight you want to be seeing here.
And I think I heard a high voice in there, Walmart Ricky. Was somebody upset?
Yeah, it sounded like somebody was upset. I tried turning it down quickly just in case there was any non-family friendly words said, but, you know, as we are at the caution right now, it is gotten interesting. Why do you think they went double file there?
I think they were just trying to, you know, race what they could, and, you know, it just turned into a double wide, you know, type of racing there, and, you know, I don't know what the 32 was thinking trying to go under that driver below the yellow line, but that right there, that's not showing experience at the cup level. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you know, and maybe it could have been forced down below the yellow, but if I was that driver, I don't think I would have tried to get back up there. I would have kept my line and I would have stayed off the track because he was just trying to force it up there, and then unfortunately, I guess made a rookie mistake, got stuck on that apron and just got sent around.
Got sent around indeed. This is a Fast Family Racing League brought to you by Handcrafted in Rhodes for the finest designs in woodwork. Definitely check out Handcrafted in Rhodes on Facebook, I believe. Is actually a business
Facebook
by one of
Instagram.
our Facebook and Instagram is one of our drivers. KR is the owner of that business and franchise. Definitely does some good work over there. But, man, I tell you what, this is a real wild one, and it's to be expected at the cup level.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a wild one, but I did not expect them to be going too wide, as I think maybe a car stayed out or was trying to get their lap back, but definitely was unexpected, as it looks like T-Glass is the first out of pit road. Looks like he might have only taken 2 tires.
Maybe not even 2 tires. He may have just took him fuel.
Maybe. That was a really quick pit stop from T-Glass. You know, and looks like he will have looks like his teammates will be following with the 44 of Magical Love coming out second, and Zachary coming out third. So looks like Montez Racing stays out in front.
Definitely been a dominating team. You know, last night, I don't know if you can recall who the dominating team last night was, but man, I tell you what, this team that we're talking about with the 10, the 51, they're just on the ball today.
Well, I know one of those. There was actually two dominating teams last night. One of them being the team I'm actually was on was MSJ Motorsports. We ran real well last night. Sadly, I got involved in the only race incident, but they are right now the only team to have all their team members up in the top 10 of standings right now. But there was one other team. If I can, let me get a look at it. I can remember the members. It was Big Belly Racing was up there. I know I saw KR up there a lot. I saw KR and Slushy up there every once in a while, but really a lot of we had quite a few dominating, but I'd say the most dominating team last night was MSJ Racing. But these cars currently on lap 12, they'll be going green on lap 14. So I think they'll be going on to 14, or they will be on lap 14. But yeah, I'm being honest, we just some entertaining racing. Back to you, Arkham.
I tell you what, one of the most interesting things was the fact that, give me one quick second here. One of the most interesting things is looking at the point standings for the Truck Series. Arkhamboss 01, which is me, is in 10th place, 1 point in front of KR. And I didn't even do a lap. How about that?
Yeah, well, you know, what we have here, I think, helped was those incentive points for every to help realize what incentive points are for is drivers that participated in the playoffs that were not in the playoffs. That might not make sense, but it does. They actually got 5 bonus points for every race they participated in. So currently on lap 13 right now, I think they'll be either going green this lap or next lap. We'll find out, but as they are approaching, but yeah. So those incentive points will really help out drivers. I know right now I'm 3rd from those points. But yeah, focusing on this race now, T-Glass, your leader, currently dominating team right now of Premium Montez Racing, or PMR. We're just gonna call them PMR. Right now, 1, 2, 3.
I don't feel good with that 3rd place driver, though. I wonder what he's going to do at the start here, as it looks like they're going green.
Yeah, going green there. And looks like the outside line did not have a good run coming into the restart, but looks like they'll all be getting single file here up the front with T-Glass, your leader.
And look what that 3rd place driver did. He smartly said, you know what? I got 2 of my teammates up here. I'm going to jump down with them, and we're going to have a 3-card parade. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, I was worried about this rookie in the Cup Series right here, T-Glass. Not a rookie to the league, but a rookie in the series. I was kind of worried about him preseason, you know, making a huge jump from trucks to Cup. I didn't know how he would be performing, but looks like he's really blown my expectations away. So give it back to you, Arkham.
Oh man, I tell you what, the 5 is all over the place. What in the heck is he doing?
5 right now, I'm not able to see it. Oh, the 5, he's maybe trying to fall to the back, you know. Oh, it looks like the 40 almost hit somebody. 40 looks like he's being bounced, trying to fall in the line here. As it looks like that 5 car just getting left out in the dust.
Not what he wanted to see today. But here we go, man. This is getting intense every second, as it looks like they have a Sunoco gasoline station in the track.
I know they have a lot of Sunoco's, but I don't know where you're talking gas-wise station.
Well, when they come back around, look to your in the pit area.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's a stop for all those fans in the infield. But yeah, as it looks like, speaking of this dominating team, one thing I've realized is they don't have all their team members. It's not just a three-man team, y'all. There is a fourth car of Nilla. He was really good last season, but looks like he's not off to a good start as he is near the rear of the field right now. Back here in this back of the field pack, not having a good day as it seems like his car's pretty clean, not damaged, but I guess he's just not fast today.
Yeah, not sure what is happening with the 6 car of Nilla, but definitely something, you know, if it doesn't get any better, it's going to be something to talk about, you know, in team talks to see what possibly he could do better next week, as after this track, it doesn't get any easier, Walmart Ricky. We go to Dover.
No, only harder. All the series go to Dover. And I tell you what, you think this is interesting? Oh, I bet it's going to be even more interesting as Dover, it's a pretty tricky track as the banking is actually lower than the stretches. You know, you see here the banking is like about equal with the track, but actually at Dover the banking is a little bit lower than the stretches, I've noticed. So it makes it to where you come out of those corners really wide. So it's going to be interesting how how these cars handle it at the Monster Mile. Oh, big wreck! 2 cars around, 3 cars around, 6 involved.
1 in the air.
Caution at the line. Fighting going on, but it looks like at the line. Let's see if we can find out who our leader. I'm trying to get to our leader right now. Looks like it's Magical Loaf will be your leader. Or no, I'm sorry, that is not right. I'm trying to see who our leader is. It looks like we went through the entire field, just can't find it. Oh, actually the 21 of Cobra Jet. Very interesting as... See if I can find out what team he... Oh, he is actually on the MSJ team, so... Looks like one of their cars were able to get back up to the front and be able to lead this race. So what do you think some of their strategies are going to be here? I know last pit stop we had some guys that didn't take tires. Do you think we're also going to have that same thing where maybe the leaders won't take tires, or maybe only take rights? Or do you think everyone will take 4? Arkham? Alright, looks like commentator might be having a little bit of issues as they all come down pit road. I suspect many of them taking 4 tires, especially those cars that only took gas last time. They're lower on the tires, so I suspect to see. Well, actually, we have cars staying out. Looks like T-Gloss and them are staying out. Looks like we got 3 Fords staying out. As I'm wondering what their ideas are. You know, last time they only took fuel, and now it looks like they're staying out on the track. As everyone else coming down pit road.
Well, I tell you, I guess I'm not gonna tell you something because okay, now we are. All right, sorry about that. You know, it's pretty interesting in what T-Glass is doing here, you know. Last night, he was my crew chief. Unfortunately, I didn't even make it a lap, but, you know, he was definitely talking to me for the whole week, how he's really good with pit strategies and stuff like that. He actually majors really high in mathematics and algebra, so no wonder why maybe he has some pit strategy ideas here.
Yeah, I know him. He actually, last season, did a sweep at the super speedways in the truck, so maybe he's bringing his super speedway skills up to Cup, and maybe he can manage to pull out a win today for his first race in the Cup Series.
The one thing for T-Glass that he doesn't want, Walmart Ricky, and I'm sure you remember it, in the Truck Series at the beginning of the season, he won on a controversial call.
as they're coming to the green right now. There'll be about 9 laps left to go. It was 21 of 29 laps, so about 9 or 8 laps to go as they come to the green this time.
And I don't know if you heard me there, but T-Glass, remember at the beginning of the season, or the summer series that we had, T-Glass went on a controversial call at Talladega.
Yeah, as they go green. Ooh, looks like we had a car on the grass, and maybe we might have had an incident. I don't know if you're able to switch your lanes before the line, but looks like Zachary had a very early switch before the line. A little wobbly in the back, and ooh, it looks like a 40 car gets in the wall. We're down on about 9, I want to say 9 laps to go. 8 laps to go.
Already the Cup Series, by far is the series that's had the most caution so far this weekend.
So far we haven't got to Nationals, but I remember last night's race, we only were able to get more caution. Looks like these guys having a little struggle to keep it together tonight. But that could just be the cars are unstable. Oh, looks like Sticky Man might be looks like he almost cut the bumper off of Zachary there of the number 10 cart. And actually they're slowing down for, it looks like, another caution, as they are on about 6 to go here. So it's a late stage caution, but caution nonetheless.
Now this is really going to be interesting. One of the things that they don't have in this league, and I don't know why they don't have it, but I'm sorry, it's not a rule that can happen at super speedways or road courses, my bad. But it will be interesting to see as this year goes on if they will implement the choose rule.
Oh yeah, from last I've heard, I don't think they plan on implementing it soon. I know I've seen a few others that have done it, but if they did the choose, it would be very interesting, especially those tracks where Highline is dominant. But for now, they're gonna keep it no choice rule. But I want to comment on something I saw there. The 32 car, I want to mention, he had looked like he might have almost pushed that. I don't want to judge too quickly, but it looks like he almost pushed that 10 car down below the yellow as he was getting really crazy up there. And if you saw something different, you can tell me. But when I saw that 32 car was having some struggles there coming to the line.
Yeah, the 32 car seems to be not making great moves, sort of making bonehead moves here, and not quite sure what he is doing, but it's going to be interesting to see here as we are probably going to go back green with either 4 to go or 3 to go.
I want to say about, see here, they just took pits that time. That was about 5 to go, so they'll be coming, and there'll be 4 to go left in this stage 2. Can't believe it's only stage 2 right now.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be a little bit longer than the Truck Series race.
I definitely know. But hey, what can you do?
You know why, though? It's because these guys have had more cautions than the Truck Series, so that's quite interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting. You expect to see in the higher series, not as many incidents going on in the higher series, but it looks like it's in the almost exact opposite. We've had quite a few long runs, though. Don't take that away, though. We have had some long runs, but not as many as the truck race yesterday.
It looked like maybe only, I think, if I recall, as spectating as a fan. I did a little bit of commentary last night, but spectating as a fan, I think you guys only had like 2 big cautions, and that was it.
Well, last night we only had 1. But today it's been pretty crazy. But yeah, it was a very interesting finish. We came to the line with about 3 to go, and it was just on from there. As they're coming to the green flag now, they'll be off. Looks like both lines got a great restart, but some already falling in. really early. Also, Icon pulling in. Oh, looks like we might be giving a little bit of a bump to that car on the outside, but looks like the two teammates will be leading this race.
And this is going to be interesting to see what the 10 does. Is he going to help his teammate and block the 32, or is he going to try to go for the win in stage 2?
Well, you know, T-Glass won the first stage. Maybe Zachary might try to get that second stage. You know, it's very hard to tell, but as a teammate, I would definitely, if I saw my teammate in second and already at stage 1, I'd be like, I'll let you go to get that stage win. So that way, both teammates can be higher in points.
As I believe they're coming to 3 to go?
Yes, 3 to go, coming down to the wire of stage 2. Surprised
And
here.
reminder... Oh, sorry.
I'm surprised here. T-Glass seems to be going full throttle. I'm surprised he's done really well on saving this race. You know, he's only made one pit stop for fuel while you got some cars that went in all times. Looks like they're trying to get that high line to work there with 3 cars. One falls off, back down. Looks like they'll go back to being single file. So we go back to you, Arkham.
Yeah, definitely. This is getting exciting. T-Glass still remains your leader, the number 10, helping his teammate along as they're getting a little bit wild back there. But here we go. We're coming down to 2 to go. 2 at the line now. 2 to go. As we'll see if they try to make that outside line work. Back to you, Walmart Ricky.
Yeah, definitely. I would really be interested in seeing if they can get that outside line to work. But I don't know, since it is only a stage, I don't think people really want to be risking it. As they might go single file, looks like we have many cars off the. Looks like we have a car go flying off the track there in the rear. Don't know if that is an incident, but no cars, and with that 2 to go, that would be cautions or pit stops are off. So if he got
pit stops
damage,
are off and cautions are off.
Yeah, as we come down to the white flag of stage 1. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I thought T-Glass might have been accidentally coming to the pits there, but looks like he might have just got a little bit incident coming off that corner. Looks like we got cars coming really high. It's yours to the finish, Arkham.
Yeah, 1 lap to go here. This is the final lap of the stage. The 10 is pushing the 51 really hard. The 32 has no help. Has no help at all. They can't really seem to get that high line going, but here they go. They're trying to get that high line going. The 32 trying to get under the 10. The 10 still pushing the 51. We're coming through the final turn, or not the final turn, but we're coming closer to the line. T-Glass still holding on to the lead. The 10 is still pushing the 51. Here goes the 32, trying to make that high line work. 51 coming to the line. 51 is going to win stage 2.
T-Glass with a stage sweep tonight. That was some very exciting racing coming to the finish. Very intense. Oh wait, actually, they might be actually going on another lap. Our faults, guys. I am sorry, but actually now we're on the white flag, I believe. They did say 4 to go. They did say. So this might actually be the white flag. Sorry about that at home for getting y'all hyped up, but now this might be the stage finale, as I just realized they were going full speed still. Might have got our lap counts a little off.
Let's try this again. Walmart Ricky, the 10, still pushing the 51. Coming to the end here. Coming down the final backstretch before the win. Everybody trying to jostling for positions. The 10, let's go. The 51, and the 51 actually does now officially win stage 2.
Wait, no. No, they're still full throttle. I'm sorry. It seems we got our lap counts off.
Oh my god.
And as they're still full throttle, looks like this should be easy if they had the lap counter, but you know. Ooh, it looks like they're staying with files. Still some intense racing up here. Coming down to maybe the line. Oh, looks like the 88 gets off track. Oh, intense racing by the 10. 51 up here. 10 might just let his teammate go by as we maybe are coming down to the white flag. We'll eventually get it right as we come down to the finish.
Here comes 51
Maybe.
again. Did he finally finish? Or are we still going?
And that's the finish. That's the end of the stage. Sorry about that, people at home, but getting y'all hyped up for their very hard, but looks like T-Glass will be their stage winner.
Alright, I want everybody in the chat right now who believes T-Glass should have gotten 4 stage wins right there.
Everyone makes a mistake quite a few times, you know, with no lap counter, it's really hard to tell. Yeah, T-Glass, your stage winner in the incoming green. I don't know why I keep changing my cameras, but it looks like your leader might be Magical Loaf. We'll find out soon as they're coming to the green. Oh, it's Zachary actually in the lead. Gonna be taking. Oh, looks like T-Glass gonna be. Alright, sorry fans at home, my microphone came unplugged, but it looks like 10 will be getting the lead early, and his teammate 51 falling into back with him. You can take it away, Arkham. Can't hear co-commentators, so looks like on the outside line for me, maybe something up there on the outside line. As it looks like the 10 car will be pulling away from his teammate, but looks like the 32 might be getting pushed. Ooh! 51 really laggy right now on the front stretch. So looks like 10 car trying to go for maybe a side drive to block them from going up, but I don't think that'll help as they have 4 cars up there, no teammates. And actually, speaking of that, 6 car looks like he's made his way to the front. Maybe gonna try to be pushing his teammates here. So we give it back to you, Arkham.
Yeah, definitely getting intense here. The 25 pushing the 32 really hard. Here comes the 10 falling back in line in 3rd place. Here comes the 6. We haven't heard about him all day. He's now up into the picture, followed by another car. Can't quite see the number. I know it's a Toyota 37, I believe.
Yeah, that is the 37 of Midnight Peak.
37 of Midnight Peak. Man, I tell you what, that is a bad break for the number 10 team, but hey, the 10 is still in 3rd place. Not sure what's happening to T-Glass at the moment. We will get back to you in a second. Back to you, Walmart Ricky.
Yeah, it looks like T-Glass fell off a lot there. Maybe he had a little bit of contact and stuff, but it looks like he fell in the line near the back, or actually near midfield. But tough day to see, you know, you win, but I don't think he's really worrying too much right now. It's the only beginning of the stage, and he has 2 stage wins, so I'd be comfortable just relaxing back there and just waiting for that moment to strike.
Yes, indeed. The 32 still holding on to the lead with the 25 behind him. Again, the 10 is in 3rd place, followed by the 6. They are not jostling around like they were at the end of that stage, kind of going more for the single line approach as we got 1 car off track. Not sure what he's doing. He thought it was the road course at Daytona, but here we go again. It's getting really intense up in the front, Walmart Ricky.
Yeah, and you see now we have that car that's just falling off back there. Can't tell who that was. 2 cars that look a lot alike. I want to say that was the number 88. Or no, it was the number 8. Oh, it was the number 8 of Extreme Shocks. Looks like he went off track a little bit there. As right now we have the number 32 Chevy of Sticky Man up there in the front, followed by the number 10 of Zachary and Austin Icon. One car we'll be looking at definitely during the end of this, or during this stage, is Austin Icon. We know last year he was really good at saving fuel, and at Daytona, coming to the end of the stage, it's really important to save fuel, so he probably has something planned as we give it back to you, Arkham.
Yes, indeed, the 32 is still your leader. The 10 has swapped positions with Austin Icon 42. Now the 10 car is in the 2nd place position. 3rd place is 25. The 88 of Mr. Slide Job is 4th. It seems like everybody's having a little bit of lag issues. That's to be expected here at super speedway racetracks. But I tell you what, it's getting really intense up here in the front as we are still in the single-filed approach. Back to you, Walmart Ricky.
Yeah, definitely. One car I want to comment, or 2 cars I want to comment on, is Nilla and T-Glass right now. They are currently sitting in the 5th and 6th position. T-Glass looks like he made up quite a bit of ground there, and so did Nilla over time. He's able to gain back up onto the up near the leaders. And what do you say? Do we have any comments from fans right now of their opinions on this race so far?
We don't really have any comments from fans so far, but I tell you what, they are really enjoying what we did in Stage 2 final. They're trying to figure out what lap we were on. They seem to like the fast approach to commentating, Walmart Ricky.
Yeah, I know that's very interesting to see as it gets people riled up. You're trying to keep track and listen. It makes it more exciting for the fans, I've realized. I know I always get excited when they talk fast because it feels more intense. So, you know, that fast approach, definitely a note to keep for future Cup races and races in general.
Yes, indeed, as we actually do have a comment from one of the watchers in the comment section. He says, a lot of guys who have been hanging around the back are now coming to the front. I totally agree with you on that one. What about you, Walmart Rick?
Oh, I definitely agree. Like I said, Nilla coming up here towards the front. I know Slideo, he started off good but fell back. So he's up near the front again. And you know, Sticky, he had that incident back in the last stage with a few to go, causing that big wreck. He is actually leading this field, so you know, that just shows you how easy it is to be able to get to the front of the field as we have the car on the wall.
Oh, one car in the wall. Collects a few other cars, I believe.
That will most likely be a caution there.
Yeah,
caution at the line, just heard it.
Yellow is out, caution at the line. Here we go again, another caution. We will have to see what these guys do for pit strategies. Walmart Ricky.
Yeah, indeed. You know, final stage. This is where it's all on the line. You don't want to be messing up here. As these lead cars, I expect everybody, because of how long it is, I don't expect anybody to come in for just fuel or just tires or just staying out. I expect everyone for a fresh set of Goodyears and some Sunoco fuel.
Yes, indeed. It will be really interesting to see what T-Glass 19 does. He has been having a interesting pit strategy all race long, and it will be definitely to see what him and his team does, but we will have to see when we come back from commercial break. Stay tuned, guys.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from break, and it looks like Austin Icon will be getting the lead. Looks like he didn't take much on that pit stop, but he will win the battle out of pit road with Slide Job in second and T-Glass in third.
Yes, indeed, they are all out of pit road now, and it'll be interesting to see what these guys do. Man, I tell you what, looking at some of these cars, there is a lot of damage on these cars tonight, especially the number 88 of Slide Job.
Yeah, Slide Job tonight, he's had some bad luck, but actually, he might have gotten the lead here as he's choosing the end, or it's hard to see, but I will get right back to you with a lap check. Alright, I am back, and I just received word it will be 78. It'll be on lap 78 when they go green, and they are off. Looks like Austin Icon making that highline work to get to the lead. He will be taking this lead early, trying to get in front on that inside line, as they are double file racing. But as they're coming to 78, that means there's only about 22 laps to go in this race.
Yeah, definitely. And as quick as the 25 took off, Slide Job came in. He said, you know what? I'm going to get to your back bumper and I'm going to push you as hard as you can. But look who's in third, Walmart Ricky, T-Glass 19.
Yeah, T-Glass 19 making his way back up towards the front with the... Alright, looks like, sorry about that, I was listening to something. But looks like the 51 will have a teammate on his bumper, so I expect some help from, I expect his teammate to help us. It looks like T-Glass did have a little bit of lag there. Coming into turn 1, we still have leader Austin Icon, but it looks like there's a little bit of stuff going on causing them to maybe get a little bit of a lead up on the 5th place car. If it looks like Big Belly Brand.
Yeah, definitely. So we got the 25 in the lead so far. The 88 is in second place. T-Glass is third, followed by the 10 with his own teammate in front of him. And if I can see that car that's behind him, if I can get a good camera angle, and that's it. Actually, the 4 cars have broken away from the other cars.
Yeah, it looks like they might have lost the draft, and if they continue staying single file, they might be able to pull away from these cars that are a little bit more sporadic behind them. But we've seen very great racing so far. And as we just heard a caution at the line, sounds like 2 more cars were around. So there will be another caution at the line. Now, one thing I want to comment on here, so you got some of these drivers in here, they aren't just drivers, but they are actually the team owners. I know up here in the lead we got Big Belly Brand's a team owner along with Zachary in the 10 car, and yeah, but these guys are team owners, so they are not only worrying about themselves but worrying about their team. But it's handed off to you.
Yeah, definitely. And Walmart Ricky, do you think it's more pressure on being a team owner and actually worrying about the race itself, or do you think it's kind of easy for these guys, you know, to put the team ownership aside and just focus on their own race here at Daytona?
I feel like on the track they're focused on their race and their teammates, but they're also like hoping their teammates perform well, because you don't want to have a teammate that's out there not doing too high. You'd hate to see that. So they also really want their teammates to be out here performing just as well as them. I know every team owner here is a veteran to the Cup Series, but yeah, they also, all the teams do have Chuck and National Series teams, as they all come down pit road this time, or most of them look like they're coming down pit road. See if anybody fakes it out. As it looks like every car does come down pit road.
Especially T-Glass. T-Glass was like, no, I am not going to skip it this time. I need some fuel and possibly some tires. So we will see who comes out first.
As they're making their pit stops, Arkham, I feel like we're getting down to about 20, maybe 15 to go soon. Who's would you say would be your top 3 picks?
My top 3 picks, like I said at the beginning of the show, I believe it's going to be T-Glass in the number 51 Ford. I'm going to say Zachary in the number 10 Ford is definitely a pick. And then my third overall pick is going to be 25 Austin Icon. Yeah,
I'm saying my picks for this race definitely has to be that 51 car, the 51 of T-Glass, the 25 of Austin, and that's most likely maybe the 10 of Zachary, just like you. But I know one of my early picks today right now wasn't doing so. He's been having bad luck of extreme shocks. Right now, currently sitting in looks like the 9th position, off to some bad luck to start today, and to go through this race today.
Definitely not a good race for the number 6, but here we go. We got them all lined up, getting ready for the green flag any moment here again. What do you think, Walmart Ricky? Do you think we're going to go caution-free until the end, or do you think there's going to be a couple of more wrecks?
I doubt there'll be many more wrecks, but I'm predicting as we're getting closer to the end of this race, I'm definitely predicting one more. You know, everyone's in pressure to win the Daytona. I guess we can call it the 250 here, because that's exactly what it is, as I've been disconnected from race control, it appears. But, you know, it is definitely one to watch, as they are going green this time. As we watch here, I'm trying to get back into race control. Give me one moment. Alright, we are back in race control.
Alrighty, while you're figuring that out, here we go. The green flag is back out in the air. The number 8 is behind the 25 here. Let's see if we can get up the front. Here's the car of Zachary, the number 10, still helping out his teammate. The 32 is right behind him. He's been causing problems all day. But here we go. We got the new leader, Mr. Slide Job, in the lead, the 51 in second, the 10 in third. Man, I tell you what, this is boiling down to a great finish, but I am not going to say finish 4 times. Let's try to get, Slide Job's in the
Slide Job goes for the block. I think he was trying to go for a block there, as his teammate is now behind him. Maybe trying to collect some of his teammates as they are double file racing. This is what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen, over at Fast Family. Looks like that outside line, maybe getting the pass from the number, it looks like 37 Toyota. He's going to be trying to make a pass, not making the pass. Big Belly pushing him. Oh, and looks like Sticky Man goes off the track, as it's yours this lap, Arkham.
Yeah, sorry about that. My mic got disconnected a little bit, but we still got Mr. Slide Job out in the lead here. Let's see if we can get eyes on that driver. There he is, Mr. Slide Job. But here's the 78, a Big Belly, Brent. Where did he come from?
Came out of the shadows for sure, you know. I haven't seen him up front all race, but, you know, he seemed to make his way when it matters, and that's at the end. Not exactly at the end yet, boys, as they have over probably about 30 or so miles till the end of this race, which is going to be, which seems long, but could be quite possibly short depending on how this race goes.
Yeah, definitely 30 miles is not a long way. But we also got another car that went below the yellow line there. I don't think he passed position. Oh, we got a wreck again.
Oh, we got a wreck, but there's already a caution at the line. So there will be a caution coming to the line, as there is a car around.
Alrighty, while we're in this break, why don't you go get that lap check, Walmart Ricky?
Alright. Yep.
Well, he's getting a lap check, man. Another caution is out at Daytona. This has been a wreck fest for sure. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys do pit strategy here and
As
see which cars come down pit strategy or not. What's that lap check, right, Ricky?
right now they are on 87, so if I do the math right, it should be 89. But since we're coming down to the end, I'm thinking probably should keep tally of how many laps are left.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. I don't have anything to write with. So they are currently on lap 87. Pit road is open, as you might have heard there.
As for you guys watching at home in the chat, please help us out with the lap count if you could. That would be very appreciated of y'all.
And also for fans at home, let's see here. Who's some of y'all's picks to win, or maybe your guys' is like 3 picks to win? Out of the 3, who do you think it's gonna? Or yeah, you know what I mean.
We are going to assume that you know what Ricky means.
Who's guys' pick 3 picks to win? Slide Job seems to be the winner of a pit road race. You know, here you're not always racing on the track, but also exiting pit road. As actually, I could be wrong, and it looks like Merkel might be in the lead.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got
no.
a
10 in the lead as their double fog.
We got a comment on the chat. They're following in with their picks. Slushy 1981 is saying Midnight and Big Belly up front. At the end, we got Dell Tech Support saying Libert, but he's hurting, with a sad face emoji. And then we got KR2210 with a Big Belly all day.
Wow, so I see a lot of veteran drivers being picked, but if I'm being honest, I'm thinking we might have a rookie win with T-Glass up there. Rookie to the Cup Series, surrounded by a bunch of veterans. You got Merkel behind him, Zachary on his inside, and diagonal of him looks like Libert. So
Now this is going to be very interesting as we come to the start here, trying to get it in before the start of the race. What is T-Glass going to do? Is he going to jump down behind the 10? We'll have to see.
as they go green at the line, they are on lap 89 of 100.
The 51 was not able to go down with his teammate. That may hurt him here, and now he doesn't have a teammate at all. There seems to be lag issues. The number 9 is in
car on the
second.
wall. Merkel looks like he got doored by or looks like something happened with him in the 1 car. Another caution at the line. You know what? I know we reference it a lot, but you know what Larry Mack says, cautions breed cautions, and here at the end, I feel like if I'm the leader, I wouldn't want these cautions to come out. I'd be like, hey, let me race. But, you know, incidents happen, and there will be a caution at the line, as they are on lap 90 of 100. Back to you, Arthur.
Yeah, you gotta weigh your pros and cons here, Walmart Ricky. You know, the pro of all these cautions coming out is, well, there's actually 2 pros. You're saving fuel, and the other second pro is that it's counting down those laps, so you may not have to run as long. But the con of this whole situation, as we have drivers not knowing what they're doing.
37 not knowing what he's doing, just injured T-Glass.
Wow.
T-Glass not going to be happy with that move. Actually, I think he'll be going back to gain his position. I don't know, but I know T-Glass can get sometimes. All he needs to do is not hit that guy. Because if he hits that man, he could receive a penalty, but it looks like he'll be staying A-okay. It looks like they'll get formed up, but damage for T-Glass. Maybe a penalty for that 37 car, as he did turn into him, it looked like. But no, I'd understand if maybe you got loose, but you know, we're going only maybe about 75 miles per hour. There's no reason for that, as, oh, actually, T-Glass gets disconnected.
Oh no!
Or it looks like maybe that damage just he couldn't live. His car just couldn't go anymore. But sad day for T-Glass, you know. Running so well in the first two stages. Up front, you just hate to see it for a driver.
The 37 is disconnected as well.
37 maybe got parked for the night after that, but many cars not taking pit stops. But you know, the thing, I remember this quote from, I think it was either 2018, 19, or 20. But the one thing the times you hate getting out of a race is at the beginning and at the very end. But many cars still on the track. Sad ending for T-Glass and that 37 car.
Yeah, definitely. T-Glass is a good friend of me, or a friend of mine. I'm
Ouch.
trying to see if he will tell me what is happening with the tools that I have up here in the booth, but definitely a sad day for him. And he has confirmed, yes, he has lagged out of the race. Sad day for T-Glass 19.
Sad day for T-Glass has, I think, okay, hold on. They're on lap 92 of 100. I was having to do some math there real quickly. But, you know, sad day for T-Glass coming to the end of this race. Had a very good shot to win, and it just unable to happen. Looks like double file will be going green. This lap will be on. They'll be going on to lap 93, coming into the end of this race. If you want, okay, never mind. Oh, looks like we might have car saving fuel as they're going on the stretch. But as they're coming to the green, Libert on the outside, Zachary on the inside, coming to the line. Only 8 laps to go in the Daytona 250 for Fast Family. They're going green.
As the number 10 gets a great restart with Slide Job pushing behind him. Now with the 10 not having any of his teammates behind him, this is going to be quite interesting. We'll have to see. Oh, and there's another wreck. Oh, well, no, there's only one car spinning.
Austin involved. Actually, it looks like quite a few cars involved. Yeah, many cars spinning, but I don't know if maybe we're on lap 93 right now. Up. Caution at the line. That will bring out the caution. They will be on lap 94 at the caution. Only about 7 laps to go. This might be their final caution of the race, actually. And after this, you know, it's all cautions are off, but sad day for some of these drivers like Austin Icon, who was involved in that wreck. Doing great at the beginning of this race and even throughout stage 3 and stuff, but I think sad day for him. Back to you, Arkham.
Yeah, we got some comments into we got some comments in the chat here. We got Dell Tech support. He says, what is the 37 doing? The 37 needs to be kicked. Unprofessional.
Decided to keep it professional up here in the booth. 37 might, you know, just be having a bad day. It's a weird glitch for the 9 just happened there. Very confused by what happened there. And I saw him with these guys, next thing you know, he's just around, so. On the backstretch, but yeah. You know, maybe it could just be, I've rarely seen him before, so maybe it could just be bad luck, maybe not having such a strong night as he intended, but yeah, definitely unprofessional and not what I would expect from a Cup driver. So do we have any positive comments though?
That wasn't unprofessional, Ricky, but okay.
Sorry. Well, I didn't want to insult the guy too much, but anyway.
No, not right now. They're kind of just, let's just put it in a positive way. They're pretty upset on how this race is going.
I can only imagine, you know. Let's actually me go tune in. to the chat, you know, let's try to keep it positive in chat, guys, you know. I know it's a race and we all get heated at times, but like, come on, let's try to keep it positive.
Anyways, back to the race here. We got the 10, I believe, is in the lead still. The 88 is second. We got, is that the, what is that, the 40, is that the 44? Can't quite tell.
78,
no.
Looks like up in front we have the 88, or the 10, the 88, 78, 21.
21.
8, 6, and a few others coming up, but yeah, chat's pretty dialed for me. Alright,
man, I tell you what, the 21 making a appearance up here of Cobra Jet 51. He may have a chance to win this thing as it all ends.
Alright, I just got word they'll be going green with 6 to go, so it looks like I was a little off. They'll be going green, 6 to go.
Alrighty.
Actually, yeah, I was off by a lap.
Okay, so is it actually 6 to go? That's...
Yeah, so it's 6 to go at the line. So they might be going 5 to go. We'll figure it out.
Alrighty, yeah, we'll figure it out indeed.
Going 6 to go this time. 6 more times around this track is come around 6 to go. Trying to do the math right now. Next lap 96. Looks like they're getting a little wobbly up there. Zach able to get an early lead, or being able to push that lead. Get past number 88 of Slide Job, get into a wall a little bit, but cautions will be off at the line.
Yes, indeed. All the 10 has to do is hold off Slide Job for however many more laps that they have, and he's doing a pretty good job at it right now, but he's got to be worried about others trying to form that outside line.
Yeah, right now I don't think he has much to worry as they're coming down to 5 to go in this final stage, coming out in this race actually. With only
and
5
actually,
to
Slide
go.
Job has a lag.
Ooh, a little bit of lag, but you know, I don't think they're going to be start forming up. And cars are around, no cautions, it's 5 to go. Sad day to end that race. But, yeah. They shouldn't be cautions as it's 5 to go. So they should be continuing racing. Looks like Highline's getting formed up there, trying to make the pass on the number 10 car as they're coming to the line with under 4 to go. Coming down to 4 to go.
Oh, 78 making contact with the 10.
Yeah. Big incident. Looks like Slide Job will be up to lead this race as we try to get back on board with him. Now, one thing they needed to do is maybe fix up this how we view people, because this spamming buttons is kind of unfun. But as we get up here, 4 to go. The 88's in the lead, followed by 2 Chevys. It's going to be a Chevy lead, as I think those are both of his teammates, actually, if I do believe. Let me see here. Yes, it is right now 1, 2, 3 for MSJ as they come down to 3 to go. Take it away, Arkham.
3 to go, indeed. The number 10 trying all he can to get bump drafting help. He's actually caught up to that lead pack. He may have a chance to win again, but here we go. We got the 32 is in front of him. We got the 78 in front of him. We got the 8 in front of the 78. This is going to be a wild finish at the end. The 10 gets a little bit out of line. He's back in line, trying to draft all his way, getting forced below the line, as 88 is still your leader.
If that 32 can get past that 78, we could have a 1, 2, 3, 4 finish for MSJ Racing. You know, that would put the team owner Slide Job and that entire team a smile on their face, knowing they come in here this first race and just finish the race. It'd be like a repeat of Talladega with the Stewart Haas, but in this. currently right now. Big Belly stopping that from happening as we bring it back to you, Ark.
Yes, indeed. Let's get back up to the leaders here in a second. Okay, there we go. Mr. Slidejob is in the lead here. Trying to look behind him is the number 21 I believe, of Cobra Jet, trying to hang on to Slidejob, as I believe we are coming to 2 to go here. Indeed, we are still green. Cobra Jet trying to do all he can.
1 to go.
Oh, 1 to go. 1 to go, sponsored by Handcrafted and Rhodes. The 21 trying all he can, trying to get a bump draft from the guy behind him, maybe possibly to pass the 88. The 88 is going to be a tough competitor to pass. Let's see if I can get this all the way to the finish, since the fans like fun commentary, or fast commentary, sorry. The 21 getting a good draft, sucking up to the bottom. The 21 decides to make a bold move.
He tries to stick. It's 3 wide. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4 finish for MSJ.
And Slidejob wins it.
1, 2, 3, 4 finish for MSJ. That was an intense finish, as we have an amazing finish. Don't know the exact results as they were 3 wide, but we do know Mr. Slidejob is the official winner of the race. And it looks to be
wow.
1, 2, 3, 4 for MSJ Racing. So did MSJ Motorsports finish 1, 2, 3, 4? I'm getting word that they did just sweep it. And oh my gosh, amazing racing from the Chevys tonight. Pulling the win. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm reading the comments right now. I do want to say here, as we come to the end of this race, I do want to give out our condolences to Team Swish. An incident happened that I don't think is appropriate to get into, but we do send out our condolences to Team Swish. And we do, as we do that, we have some good comments. We actually have a positive that says, "Good job, Walmart and Ark. That was enjoyable." But best wishes and our condolences out to Team Swish and his family as we approach the end of this Daytona race. Stick around, y'all, for post-race interviews, as we will get those started very shortly. All right.
And I lose.
Can somebody send me race results? Arkham will do this one at a time, so you'll go, then I go, and then you'll go, I go.
10-4.
Thank you. Alright, and that's everybody. Alright, good race, guys. Just want to comment that right before we start. Don't know how many have gotten in here, but good racing, y'all. That was very fun to commentate up there, watching y'all. As I think we're almost getting everybody in here. Alright, so we got a few people joining. Looks like that will be everybody. Starting out with, let's see here. Give me one moment to see who's in the party. Starting here with number 14th of Dab King. Finished 14th, had a pretty decent race. Can you tell us maybe what happened there, or how your race went? Yeah, definitely tough to see there, but you know, you got Dover next week, and we'll hope to see you guys have strong finishes there. Alright. Next will be it's Austin Con here. Give me one moment.
He's here.
Austin Con finishing 13th. Arkham, if you want to go ahead and take this one. Alright, doesn't.
Yeah, Austin Icon 42. We saw you battling for the lead earlier in the race and in the midterm of the race, but then it just seemed like everything started falling off. What happened in today's race there, Austin?
Oh, I had two good stages. About halfway through the third stage, we were all running up front. Then after that pit stop, I was about mid-pack, and honestly, it was just the yo-yoing of a few cars that just destroyed what I had left. So, and right when cautions came off, same thing happened. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, definitely disappointing for you, Austin. Those lag issues seem to be a problem at super speedway tracks, but hey, you go to a track next week that is not supposed to have lagging issues in Dover, so good luck next week, Austin.
Appreciate it.
Alright, next up we have Nilla in 12th. Didn't seem like you had the best of days. Never really saw you up front. We saw you up front a little bit, but seems like you have a rough day. Why don't you tell us how that went today? If he's here. Saw him in the party. Nilla is actually
I don't
not
think he
here,
is anymore.
No, he's not, I think. Alright, well then that will move us on to Merkel Iceman. You finished 11th. How was your day today? Right.
You know, it's Daytona. It's a plate track. It's the start of the season. You're gonna have these races. It was really hard. Everyone's either too selfish or they're too selfless when they let their teammates in. We just, was going from the front, got wiped out, get pissed, and then go back to the front and do it all over again. We had a shot. Me and Libert were third and fourth, and then we both got wrecked. And it is what it is. We'll go on to next week. We got a good team. I got good teammates, and we're gonna go and have a good week at Dover next week.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a very interesting race next week, as it is Dover. And as we get here to our next person, Boots to Asses, Arkham, if you want to go ahead and take this one. It sounds like he's not currently here. So, Boots to Asses.
I'm here.
Oh.
Boots, yeah, you seem to be doing good at the beginning of the race, and then things just happened. It's Daytona, so tell us how it was. I'm talking to you.
What did you...
What's going on here?
I don't know.
Boots said he can't hear me, but I'm clearly talking to him.
Boots, he's asking you how your race went, buddy.
I can't hear Arkham.
Well, you heard me, so good.
I got wrecked by the league owner here a couple times, but other than that, I'm all right. Lag 2020. Freak slide job 2020.
Okay. Well, definitely disappointing for Boots there. Walmart Ricky, take the next driver.
All right, next driver, Nismo. You finished 9th today. We saw you actually in one of the stages. You were leading quite a few laps. Do you mind telling us what happened and made you fall back?
Well, I wasn't leading on that. That was stage 1. There was a real slow car leading the inside line, and 2 cars just took off. So me and Dab decided to go around. So we ended up doing pretty good there. But the race was just, you get stuck in the back, and there's a lot of teamwork going on up front, which was kind of making the restarts very difficult in the back with all the checking up, letting people in. It was just accordioning the lines, and just creating a lot of issues on restarts, as you saw.
Yeah, we saw it, and it was made for some very interesting racing. But thank you a lot, and I hope to see you next week at Dover. Alright, moving on. Number 8 of...
I took 17th, I think.
Oh, 2 glasses here. But, Tev, Idiot, Crutchy, if Arkham, you want to go ahead and ask questions. Take it away.
Yeah, Tev, you were doing good, for most of the race, just hanging on to what you could. Just, tell us how your day was here at Daytona. If you can hear me.
Tev, can you hear us? How'd your day go, buddy?
On to Dover indeed. Back to you, Walmart Ricky, for the next driver.
Alright, next driver we have is the number 7, or the 7th place of Zachary. You had a really... Oh, he's not here actually. My bad. So actually moving on to 6th place, the Magical Loaf. You were having a pretty good day. We saw you up front a lot. And it seems like you got 6th. Do you mind telling us how your day went?
Up and down. Positive note, our team works together very well. Up front most of the race, 1, 2, 3. But on the sad note, a lot of crashes in this race. I got involved in most of them in the late race, and that just put me in the back. Lucky to plow myself through the field to get a top 10. Looking to prove what my worth at Dover next week.
Yes, definitely gonna be a challenging track as we go on to Big Belly Brand. Didn't see you much up front near the beginning of the race, and then you came and pulled out top 5. Mind telling us how your day went?
Yeah, I just kind of rode around in the back most of the race. Got hit with a speeding penalty early there in the first stage, and then kept getting involved in wrecks. There was multiple cars out there. Really needs to learn how to drive super speedways again. They don't know when they're clear, can't hold a line or nothing. But we just kept working our way though back up. Kept working with our partners there, and played some good pit stops. So and at the end there we worked around the leader. So I think it's 4 or 5 of us. And we come out with a top 5, and it's always good when you come out with a top 5 at Super Speedway. And congrats to 88 on the win. Finally having some luck there.
Yeah, definitely is. Thanks for that. But Arkham, your turn now. If you want to take away 4th place of Sticky Man, you want to ask him how his day went.
Alrighty, Sticky Man, coming away with 4th place. During the race, you kind of made some questionable moves on our broadcasting side, but just tell us how your day went at Daytona and what you could have did better.
It was a really good race. I know I got into some people not on purpose, like T-glass. I think I got into low one or two times.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all?
And he's disconnecting. Okay, Walmart Ricky, next driver. Oh, okay, there we go.
Alright, you wanna...
Had a good race. I like the cover next. Really strong track. We'll try to get in.
Definitely with the 4th place finish for Sticky Man. Alright, third, coming in third was Kobajet 51. Let's tell us how your day went.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Slide Job, Extreme, Sticky, and the Toyota drivers, all of them. Without them, we wouldn't go 1 through 4. But overall, we were mistake-free. Our team chemistry was great. Just no selfishness and stuff like that, and hopefully it continues to be like that.
Yeah, finishing strong here at Daytona with a 3rd place.
Grab T-glass.
I was gonna do that after I got 2nd place, but we can do it now.
Yeah, go
17th, or T-glass, you finished 17th after having a very strong day with your day. You were up front and you got 2 stage wins. Tell us what happened there.
The game's ridiculously bad, honestly. Everyone was lagging. It's impossible to run super speedways in this game because everyone lags no matter how good your internet is, and then you can't really create runs because someone's lagging within the line that's running, and eventually it made me lag out. We were able to get those 2 stage wins. We were running really fast. I don't think I left the top 5 for more than like a lap. We were up there all day. Probably would have had a good finish. Wasn't able to push my teammates at the end because the game's garbage and it booted me, but still got a decent points day with all the stage points that we got, so we'll take it and move on to Dover.
Yep. Sad day for T-glass, finishing 17th with the error, but get back up here to our top of the field with the number 2 or the 2nd place car of Extreme Shock. Can you take it away?
Yeah, Extreme Shocks, you were definitely one of the favorites coming into this race, winning the pole. Just tell us what happened during the race and why did you fall back so much?
That it was just, that first stage is very hectic and the lag. That first stage we were able to come out in 4th place, and that 2nd stage, that lag was really hurting me. Ended up getting into the wall once or twice and just got shuffled back, but luckily a caution brought us back up there, but didn't get stage points. And then that 3rd stage, MSJ Motorsports really worked together there, and we were able to get a 1 through 4 finish right there, and couldn't have been better for us, but definitely happy with a 2nd place finish.
Yeah, good job, Extreme Shocks. Also, congratulations on fastest lap of the race, beating Magical Loaf by 2 1/1000ths of a second. So good job on that.
Appreciate it.
And as we move on to our winner of the race, Mr.
Want to
Slide
both
Job.
take this one, Ricky?
You can take it, Arkham. Go ahead.
Alrighty, Mr. Slide Job, if you got a copy.
I do.
Alrighty, Mr. Slide Job, you are the winner of the Daytona race for the Cup Series. You already got a win in the bag, already locked into the playoffs. How does this make you feel, being the first winner and actually having some luck at Daytona?
Man, I'm really emotional for a lot of reasons. Number one, it is my first Daytona 500 win. I've never accomplished that in league racing until now. I've been so close so many times. We've had, good or bad luck either coming in first or coming across the finish line on our roof. So we kind of expected the latter. Didn't get that today, but there's 2 very good reasons why that didn't happen. One of them being my teammates at MSJ Motorsports were absolutely phenomenal. All 3 of them
worked fantastic together. They had thank you Chevrolet for 4 strong Camaros. Oh my goodness, they were amazing. So they are rocket ships, and yeah, the teamwork was everything. The second reason is we were kind of outnumbered by Ford, so we had an alliance with Toyota here. So I want to thank Big Belly Racing and the Toyota team for sticking with us the whole race. Those guys were amazing, great people to work with, so we were glad to do it. And but it just goes to show Chevrolet is the most reliable. We were the only team that didn't have a engine failure today, so fantastic about that. And yeah, I'm excited.
Alrighty, do you have any comments, Walmart Ricky?
I just want to say again, congratulations to MSJ Motorsports on the 1 through 4 finish. And congrats to all the other drivers. You all did really well and put on a show for us. And we can't wait to see y'all again at Dover next week.
Absolutely. We're going to bring some strong Camaros next week. These guys have a lot of talent that shows a lot more than super speedways, but just, the teamwork is what we want to show tonight. And I also want to give a shout out. A lot of people saw the all pink car I had today, and it's for a very big reason. That car is for my grandmother who passed away due to breast cancer when I was 7. So that's for her, and really awesome to put it in victory lane, and I'm really proud to show awareness for all of that through the month of October. So you'll see pink on my car throughout the month. So really awesome to bring it home, and it's just so proud of these guys.
A very emotional night for you, I bet. But thank you all, and that, unless Arkham has any other notes, that will wrap up our broadcast for the Daytona 500 for Fast Family Racing.
Yeah, it does wrap it up. Walmart Ricky, exciting race to commentate tonight. But guess what, folks? We are not done. We still got one more series to go at Daytona. It's the National Series, Wednesday night, same time. Make sure to tune in then, and we will see you guys Wednesday night. And then we'll see these guys again next week at Dover.
Thank you all for